Hello and welcome to Miller Realty Group's Talk of the Town, Carolinas. Hey, when it comes to Southern living inspired homes, we just couldn't get enough. So we're back in the beautiful Bramble neighborhood nestled inside Baxter. I'm just hanging out in the bathtub because that's what I do. But anyway, we're going to find out how this all came together in this beautiful home and also why it's the Talk of the Town. Kristin Bryan from Southern Living Homes. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
The Bramble.
Yeah.
And of course, you had a thing or two to do with this. Tell me about the Southern-inspired home that we're standing in.
Well, I take zero credit at all, except for I'm very lucky to work, in particular for Southern Living. I work on our custom builder program. So we have the Southern Living Custom Builder Program, we have the Southern Living Inspired Communities, and the Southern Living Designer Network. And this home represents the best of those programs for us. Mary and Troy are part of New Old Homes, which is a member of our Southern Living Custom Builder Program.
Troy, you are very involved in this project. I've met your wife, Mary, of course, builder, designer. Tell me what your official title is.
I'm the development manager of New Old, so I handle acquisition, development of all the projects we have, subdivisions, giving us New Old a little runway for homes to build. So this is the Bramble.
Yes.
So this Bramble's nestled in the Baxter community, which is nestled in Fort Mill, which is a suburb of Charlotte.
And there's a couple of other homes that are near completion, it looks like, right here in this community.
Yeah, so we have 4 homes in the neighborhood, and they're all sold at this point. Yeah, so we have a mix of young families to retired folks, and some folks that have just sent some kids off to college. So it's a great mix.
Will each home be a different design, a custom design?
So each home in the Bramble is a different custom design. So they're all meant to complement each other, but be very unique and different in their own way, from the shutters to the window colors to the driveway pavers to the garage doors. Everything has a slight different feel that when you're in your home and you look out the window at the next house, you're like, oh wow, that doesn't look like my house at all.
Right.
But the same builder, yeah. So we're just trying to, this is really our chance to put our stamp on something that we do and be able to encompass a whole neighborhood.
How does that system work in terms of finding those builders? Is it something that you find them or they find you, or is it different for each?
A little bit of both. Yeah,
Okay.
certainly a little bit of both. In the case of New Old Homes, I initially talked to Mary years ago, and it was when we saw her work, we knew we wanted her in there. So in the case of New Old, we actually reached out to Mary and Troy and asked them to be a part of the program. It was, one of the builders, we have 90 builders all throughout the South that are part of the program, and Mary and Troy, I knew the minute I saw their work, I wanted them to be in this program.
Do all the homes focus on really incorporating local contractors, builders, ideas, and designers as Mary and Troy have done?
And yes, they absolutely feature local talent, and that's what we love to see as Southern Living. We love, really getting into the feel of the city and bringing the best out of why we love life in the South. And kind of our tagline for Inspired Communities, which the Bramble is a Southern Living Inspired Community and has been since it was conceptualized.
Yes.
And it is, that's our tagline, is celebrating life in the South, because we really want it to be everything we love about living in the South.
Emily Gonzalez, it's so nice to meet
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
One thing about a Southern Living inspired home, I'm discovering the people with the talent that have left an impression in this home. Tell me about what you've done.
So me and Mary connected with the Ladies Guild in Fort Mill. She came to one of our meetings and she was talking to us, so we connected there. And when we spoke, she asked me about my rugs. So I design custom-made hand-knotted rugs.
What's the name of your company?
It's Bullock Prince.
And how do we learn more about you and perhaps have one of those beautiful rugs in our own home?
So I have my website coming out in about 2 weeks. So all of my items will be available for purchase on my website. Instagram is Bullock and Prince, and my Facebook page.
Vinny, it's so nice to meet you.
Yes, thank you.
I saw you, but I couldn't help but be a little distracted with what you've been making for tonight's event.
So absolutely, we come down here, we've definitely partnered up, and we're very proud of the Bramble. These houses are just jam-packed with Sub-Zero and Wolf appliances. And
I know.
We're just here to say thanks and and we're an extension out of that South End location at the showroom.
Now, so you are the corporate chef
I am.
for Wolf Sub-Zero.
Yes, I am. Of the
Right.
of the Carolinas.
Of the
so
Carolinas.
there are showrooms that are just like non-sale showrooms, so there's no pressure.
Yes.
It's like Disneyland for adults, and you come in and you see tons of stainless steel and all these cool red knobs everywhere and refrigeration, and it's like, wow, that's
Wow.
something, yeah.
So tell me about the appliances that you are using tonight that represent your brand.
No question. So we've inherited, and we bought Wolf,
Okay.
back in the 2001, and it came from the residential side of things. And we've shined it up. We kept that restaurant culture to it. It's going to last a long, long time. But it's all about the red knobs and how it performs.
And I love how you walk into this Southern-inspired kitchen and you don't see a refrigerator. Usually that's like the biggest appliance in the room. I thought, where is the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Surprised to say that there's not just one, there's two.
There are several. And
Several,
unless you
yes.
open up drawers to see, these panel faced drawers, and it's just like, oh, there it is. There it is. And we've definitely ran with that. We can have you stainless steel, or you can have a custom panel when your cabinet guy just kind of puts a fancy face on it. It'll match everything else that you have around the kitchen. So very exciting, state of the art, and just wonderful refrigeration.
Tell me about your part of creating such a beautiful masterpiece.
So we've partnered with New Old Construction for about 7 years now doing their cabinet work. And one thing that we do that is really unique is that we bring a lot of different design perspective as well as budgetary perspective to the cabinet design. And so we were able to work with Mary and Troy in meeting the budget and the design needs all at the same time through utilizing different products.
Well, knowing Mary, she has some really creative ideas. What are some of the unique things that you did in this home that maybe you hadn't done before or wanted to just see on display tonight?
So a few unique things is one, the upper cabinets in the kitchen have a painted exterior with a white oak interior. So we have two different finishes on the singular cabinet. In the scullery, we have a niche for the cats to
I
go
love
and
that.
use the restroom with a nice little cat cut out on the doors. In the laundry room, we have a space for the dogs. And then in the master bathroom, we have a unique furniture style vanity that has the U-shaped pullouts so that they get maximum storage while still getting a nice furniture look on the cabinetry.
Well, how do we learn more about you and find you?
So our company is Greenbrook Design and Walker Woodworking. We're two companies in one. So Walker Woodworking is a custom cabinet shop. We've been around for about 20 years. And Greenbrook Design is our kitchen and bath showroom in Shelby, North Carolina.
So with a home like this, is it setting the trend for what builders are going to be doing in the area?
Absolutely, absolutely. What they'll be doing in the area, and not just in this area, but even, Mary and Troy are very valuable members of our program, and so there'll be other builders within our program looking to this house to
Wow.
see in other cities for inspiration.
Congratulations on the success. I would say you're off to a great start.
Yeah, I mean, the Bramble is probably the smallest neighborhood we've ever done, but it's very unique in the location, the price point. We knew that Fort Mill needed this. We build a lot of custom homes in the Fort Mill area that aren't in neighborhoods, and that we had a chance to put these all in one spot with the ability to walk to shops or ride your golf cart, but
Quality of life.
have a quality, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this edition of Miller Realty Group's Talk of the Town, Carolinas. Hey, if you're thinking of buying or selling your home, remember to call Carmen or go to homesfortmill.com. And while you're there, you can check out past episodes of Talk of the Town, Carolinas. From the grand opening of the Southern-inspired Bramble, I'm Patti Mercer. Until next time, bye-bye.